This training is going to take a quick look at public and private view types inside of SmartSuite. So if that's of interest, stick around and let's get into it. Inside of SmartSuite, we can create different views for our apps. So here I am inside of my Sales CRM, and maybe I'll flip over to my Accounts app inside of that solution. So inside of here, inside of my Accounts application, I can go up in the upper left corner and I can look at the different views. So right now I'm on the Account Summary view, but I have different types of views here as well. I have my account by geography, I have my account lists, etc. You'll also notice that there's a little icon to the left of each of these, and that determines the type of view that this is. So this particular view, Accounts by Geography, this is a map view. So if we go here, we see our different accounts and where they're located on a map. Similarly, I can switch over to my account list. It's a grid view type. It's going to give me that data in rows and columns. So every view is important to a particular process inside of your system. So you'll build different views based on your needs and your workflow. So for us, we want to take a look at the difference between making a public or a private view. So let's jump on into it. Let's go ahead and scroll on down and look at this account summary view. Now, currently, it is a public view. We get there by clicking on the menu here for that particular view, scrolling down here, and we see public view. So here's the key difference. A public view allows members with full access and above to edit and save changes to the view. Now we're talking about the actual structure of the view, meaning if somebody wanted to make changes to the data that was filtered into the view, or maybe they want to change the row size, or they want to add a spotlight, or they want to group information by a particular field, all of that can be done by people who have full access and above, because they're allowed to edit the structure of the view in a public view. But sometimes you might say, hey, I don't want people to make all those changes. And for that, you might say, hey, I have a very specific workflow. I need to look at this data in a very specific way. And that is exactly why we like to use private views. So you'll notice that the private view says that only you can edit and save changes to the view. And that's what we want in our example, let's say. So in order to make that change, we can just make a swap right here and take that. It was currently listed in the public view section, and it got dropped on down here into the private views. Again, the advantage to using a private view is going to be that no one else can make changes to the structure of that view. So if this particular view, Account Summary, was part of my very specific workflow, and I didn't want other members on my team to come in and make changes to it, then I just take ownership of that particular view, I make it private, and now no one else can make changes or alterations to the view itself. So for members on your team who have very specific workflows and need to have a unique way of looking at the data, encourage them to create new views and of course toggle them to be private so that others don't alter the view itself. I know we covered a lot here, so please go back and rewatch if any of that got missed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you have any questions about what we covered in this training, please ask them below in the comments section of this video. And until then, we'll see you in the next training.